Hey everybody, welcome back for another kick-ass episode of SHOREVIEWKEN, where today we're throwing on some Oakleys, styling our mullets and or mustaches, and we're hitting the beach to toss a disc around because today we are taking a look at Windjammers 2, a sequel that only took 30 years to come out, and it was brought to us by .emu, who have released a ton of quote-unquote modern retro games as of late, such as TMNT, Shredder's Revenge, and Streets of Rage 4. So with a track record like that, you'd think Windjammers 2 would be absolutely awesome. And you'd be right. I was a big fan of the original Windjammers, aka Flying Power Disc, ever since the first time I played it on Neo Geo CD. So when I heard there was a sequel released in 2022, I dropped everything, and I do mean everything, pants included, and bought myself a copy. So let's go in for a closer look and see if this game is as good as the Neo Geo original, or is it even better?
Round 2.
If you've never played Windjammers before, it can best be described as kind of an updated version of Pong. Just replace the little square with a frisbee, and replace the other little squares with two people on either end of the court, and there you go, it's Windjammers. That's the simple explanation, but obviously there's a little more to it than that. In Windjammers 2, you have 10 selectable characters to choose from, and they all have varying levels of speed and strength. Basically, there are characters with faster movement speed, and characters with faster throwing speed, and there are a couple of balanced characters as well. There are also a bunch of different courts to play on, and they too contain different elements that alter the gameplay a bit. So, for example, the layouts of the goals might be different, changing the location of the 3 and 5 point zones, or they might have bumpers in the middle of the court that can send the disc flying in a direction you didn't anticipate, or my personal favorite, a casino court where the point values change every time someone scores a goal. These fun little court gimmicks, combined with this colorful cast of characters who all play a little differently from each other, including each character having different special shots that can either be fast and powerful or move in a tricky pattern, throw in some fun mini games and online competitive play, and what we get is definitely way better than Pong. In fact, it's even better than the original Windjammers, which I thought was a pretty tall order, but I was pleasantly surprised. And I haven't even mentioned the visuals and sound design yet. Looking at this game, you can see that it was obviously given the same graphical treatment as Streets of Rage 4, and while honestly I feel like this visual style was hit or miss in that game, sometimes looking really good and other times making me miss the classic 16-bit visual style, here I think it looks great. Honestly, part of that is because the original game wasn't really very graphically impressive. The visuals and characters were not especially memorable. The draw was the addictive and fun gameplay. Here though, the visuals are very bright and colorful. Each of the characters has a lot more personality and individual quirks than before, and a lot of care has been taken with the stage designs, the detail and animation, and overall presentation. On top of that, the soundtrack has been given an overhaul too, and has a very bright, energetic, and upbeat sound that perfectly matches the colorful visuals, the fast action gameplay, and the quasi-retro stylings that this game is going for. So I say again, in every way possible, visuals, sound, and gameplay, this is an improvement over the original Windjammers, which was already a great game in its own right, and I recommend this game to pretty much anyone. It's easy to get the hang of, it's competitive, and it's extremely fun. It's Windjammers 2. And it's all kinds of awesome.